Hello guys, I'm Suffolk Hobbit, and today we're going to talk about battle companies, or more specifically the idea I have for another Arnor unit tied in with battle companies. It's going to be cool. I'm a bit slow on the uptake with this. I've been meaning to buy this since it came out. When did it come out? December, January time, a little while ago. Got it a couple of months back and finally I actually probably read it thoroughly. And of course, me being me, Arnor is my one and only faction. I love Arnor, I love the fluff, blah 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 blah. And me being me as well, I've wanted to make a huge Arnor army purely for strategy battle game, like the normal Lord of the Rings game. I've got me 2 units, I've got me rangers. I'm going to do another video very soon, showcasing my the Arnor army as it is now compared to what it was when you last saw it. When I last did it, must be nearly 2 years ago now. It's grown exponentially since, because I had to rebuy some of the models, because like I said in that video, fortunately some models got chucked out in the bin, which I should have kept, but at the time things happened. I wasn't so into the hobby at that point in my life, so needs must. So I've had to rebuild, so that video will be coming soon. But on that note, I've wanted to, in the fluff you have a couple of other, what's the word, not fact. In the whole kingdom, for those of you that know the fluff and know the lore of Arnor, Arnor is one of 3 kingships of the overall land of Arnor. And I believe it's, is it Rudar and Carolingian? Are they the ones? Arnor, Rudar, Carolingian. They are, I'm sure they are. I should have read that up quickly, but bear with me. So I've been meaning to have sort of an excuse as such to get another set of 12 miniatures, try and eBay another Arnor captain, blah 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 blah, and sort of give myself the reason to actually, well, buy more miniatures of what I already have, because the size of the army I have is probably quite enough to play most games. If anything, I've probably got models that I'd end up leaving to the side. But I've wanted to encapsulate the 2 different kingdoms or realms within the overall kingship of Arnor. So I thought, what better way to do it than, of course, battle companies. Perfect. Because obviously in here you've got the Arnor faction, you've got the special ability that Arnor have, which I believe is when your courage test is first, when you're first starting a wave with the courage, you get to have a free sort of re-roll attempt, I believe. I have to reread this in a second. But I thought this is perfect, because what I can now do is paint up another Arnor unit of 12 warriors as such, to represent another realm. So where are we? Bear with. Arnor specific hero upgrade. The hero will automatically pass the first courage test it must take for its force being broken. So that's awesome ability. Yeah, so I thought, what better way is there than to use this? So I've put my order through for this one. I haven't bought too much, because as I've said in previous videos, I'm working through a backlog. I've ordered just one little set of 3 warriors. I'm going to use some of my ranges and doing the day models I've got as the ranges that you can have in the warband. But I'm going to paint them different colours to represent the different faction. And what I'm thinking of doing is going with, is it Rudar? I'm sure it's Rudar. It's the one that first falls when Angmar is coming down and is attacking that kingdom of the north. I'm sure it is Rudar. They're considered the weakest. But basically my fluff for this warband is going to be these guys were still loyal to the overall kingship, to the rule of what was once Elendil of Numenor. And this warband's story and fluff is going to be basically that they're now fighting with the Arnor realm, county, whatever, and they're trying to redeem themselves and trying to redeem what the kingship they have come from, the one that has fallen. They want to sort of prove themselves that they're worthy and that there are good people from this land that will still fight evil. And so, watching Vikings, it's the 2nd series and sort of a bit the 3rd, I believe. You got the Mercians' armour and their colour really struck a chord with me, because you got the Wessex and the Northumbrians. They've got this weird sort of kind of oriental armour, like plated armour. It's a bit weird. It doesn't really sit with what Saxons are meant to be armoured with. That's a whole different topic, but they should wear chainmail I think these historical sort of programs and like other things, they kind of tie in weird looking armours that doesn't really actually work with what actually happened. But that's beside the point. But the Mercians, they had more of a sort of a leathery Serco Gamson type armour, which was yellow, and it was a dark yellow, and I quite like that. And it's got a nice it's got a red edged element to the yellow armour. It's got a nice contrast. I really liked it, and I thought that would go quite well with this force. So that is my plan. I'm going to paint up these three guys. I have this standard bearer, which I bought with a captain ages and ages and ages ago when I wanted to have a captain leading my rangers to make it more of a unit that will actually work within the strategy battle game lore. You know, you have to have your commander with your 12 warriors and stuff. And I had this guy sort of left over as such, and with my other standard bearer I also have one warrior left over, which I'm going to repaint. And this guy's going to be part of the warband. To begin with, he's going to be classed as just a normal warrior until I've actually got the points available to turn him into a standard bearer. But I'm going to paint these guys this yellow colour. And then what I can do is, over time, playing these games as and when I can then buy some more models and eventually have my unit of 12 warriors. And I'm going to convert one of the Arnor warriors into a captain type model through this game. So they'll actually come into the Lord of the Rings strategy battle game, or Middle-earth strategy battle game, I think it's sort of starting to become known as. He will end that this unit will have a whole story behind him to then put into the bigger game, the bigger strategy battle game. And I think that's a really cool idea. What do you guys think? You know, do you guys have the same thing? Have you thought that about, you know, a warband that you can create and grow and give like almost like a life to the miniatures to bring into a different sort of army? You know, that's really flared up my passion for the Arnor thing, because as I always say, Arnor's my favourite realm. I really enjoy it. I love the models, and it's cool that again a Kickstart with the recent releases as well of from the Middle Earth team. You've got the Knights of Dol Amroth and all sorts of other really cool stuff coming out. I was so excited. I was driving my wife mad when I first read this on the Warhammer community page, and of course everyone's minds has gone way out of scope, and I'm sort of thinking maybe they're going to re-release all the models for drone prices probably, but it is awesome. It's really cool. So I'm going off on a tangent here. I'm sort of losing my point of where I was going with all of this. But yeah, let me know your points. Let me know your thoughts even of what you think to this idea. I think it's a really cool idea. I've literally bought this yesterday. It's a yellow. It's called Uriel Yellow. Because the other yellow I've got, Flash Gitz Yellow, is too yellow. Look at it. It's practically nuclear in its glowing yellow goodness. So I'm going to dull this down and tie it in with the Mercian look from the Vikings armour. See how we do. But that's about it. I just thought I'd do a little upload, tell you what I'm thinking of doing with this sort of Battle Companies army thing. The next Arnor uploader showcase will be soon. I'm working on that. And yeah, tell me what you guys think. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Have you got some experience? Any ideas in general? Let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for letting me sort of ramble on about nerdy hobbiness as usual. Always enjoy it. It's always a nice geeky therapy. And if there's anyone out there that wants to play Lord of the Rings battle games, please get in contact with me and let me know, because there's not many around this area, and it'd be fantastic if you're nearby in the Suffolk region. Let me know. I'd love to have a game with you. Okay? So on that note, thanks for watching. Take care, guys. Rock and roll. See you soon.